Okay, I was just wondering if I'm actually live already. According to the computer, I'm already live. So I just wanted to talk about Twitter and how it makes money. So as with all other social networks, it's difficult to understand how a social network, which you can join for free without paying anything, actually makes money. Well, first of all, let's just talk about what Twitter is. So Twitter basically is a social networking platform, a microblogging site. And like I always tell my friends, look, you don't think you're a blogger, but you are microblogging on Twitter. You're blogging on Facebook, you're blogging on Instagram, you're blogging on LinkedIn. So WordPress, well, with WordPress, probably someone knows they are blogging by that time. But with social networks, they think, oh, we're just posting something and then responding to comments, or just commenting on what someone else has written or has posted on social media. But actually, it's a form of blogging. Okay, so Twitter is a microblogging site. The reason it's called a microblogging site is because it has restricted its characters to only 140. So you need to write a sentence with only 140 characters. But you can also include things like video. You can include pictures within that 140 characters. It allows you to embed video, not to actually post. Now I think you can post short 1 minute videos or something like that. So since its inception, Twitter has expanded its functionality to include sharing pictures and video. They've even ventured into a music service, but that didn't do very well. So as with other social networking platforms, Twitter has found a way to accommodate both private and business users. And politics has also found a way to connect with voters and reach out to the younger generation. So this is a platform with close to 330 million active monthly users. So about 330 million people are actively using Twitter every month. And it's happening from all corners of the world, including Africa. And the most important thing to understand about Twitter and all social networks, I've mentioned the numbers already, that there is 330 million active users. So what does that mean? It means that there are people on Twitter and they are interacting, and where there are people, there is a market. Okay, so if you understand capital, then you realize the numbers which are on Twitter. Okay, there are numbers of people on Twitter. Each of those people represent a customer. So if someone was trying to sell something, a product or a service, it would make sense to target those 330 million active users on Twitter. So every social media platform will start off as a free platform. It remains free for the people who are using it, but they also provide a way for advertisers to advertise their products and services to target those 330 million active monthly users. So this is what Twitter also tries to do. It tries to target those users by charging people or advertisers who want to advertise on the platform. So they charge the person who wants to advertise, and that is how they are making their money. As far as I know, Twitter is not doing very well in terms of revenue. They are not making as much money as they should be making. They had a boost from the Donald Trump use of Twitter, which is why I think that Americans are pretty smart, because the president of the United States, and this started with Barack Obama, is supporting a homegrown company, okay, by using it so extensively that there are people literally taking screenshots every time Donald Trump tweets something, they take a screenshot and they are keeping those conversations because one day those conversations may become very valuable indeed. Already there have been screenshots of what he said. The contradictions are coming out now from what he said as a candidate and from what he is doing as a president. Okay. Then they've also started using Periscope. In fact, they bought Periscope and it's now integrated within Twitter. So you can actually start your Periscope from within the Twitter window where you can type your 140 characters. At the bottom, you will see the Periscope icon. You click on that and you are live on Periscope and you can start talking on Periscope. So that's one platform which and this is how they are making their money. So they say that if you are not paying for something, then you are the product. So basically the person is the product. And let's start with how you get to join these social networks in the first place. And they will usually ask for your email address, which is a valuable piece of information for targeted advertising. They will also probably have your phone number, and obviously they've got your IP address, so they know where you are. You can volunteer your. Sometimes people post when you're posting something and you tag the place from where you're posting it, then they know where you are, so they know where their users are. If you look on the Periscope world map, it tells you exactly where people who are live on Periscope are broadcasting from. So they know where their users are, and that's information. So their product is you, because you provide the information that they need for advertisers to decide where to advertise. Because like on Facebook, I know that with Facebook instant articles on a Facebook page, you can actually target specific areas for your advert to be flighted. Okay, so this is how Twitter makes money, and this is how most social networks make money. They come in as a freemium, but they have an advertising model which allows advertisers to advertise. Like I'm on YouTube now, and this broadcast is monetized, which means that advertisers who find that my YouTube videos are being viewed by so many people will be interested to advertise on this platform, because they know that there are going to be so many people watching. Okay, so as this is a channel which is developing, which is still trying to get more subscribers and more people viewing, okay, the thing I'm doing now is producing as much content as I can, because it is the content which is king in the long run. If you don't produce the content, no one will come to the channel. So the topics I talk about can sometimes be difficult to understand, and I understand that, but I know that the more I repeat them, okay, the more angles I come from, and the more the variety of contexts from which I talk about these things, especially capital, okay, what capital is, and physics. I think the more that people are going to understand and appreciate them. So it's a long journey. It's not a short-term thing. It's a long-term thing. But I've got I know that one day, okay, there's going to be a lot of people watching this, and there's going to be a lot of people subscribing to this channel, because I tell you, there is a lot of information After reading so many books, I vowed that the next book that I'm going to read is the one that I write. And the next YouTube video clip I'm going to watch is the one that I make. And the next anything I'm going to do or I'm going to consume is the product. The next product or service I consume is the one that I make. Okay. And the only time I'm going to write is when I can't speak. So if I'm in a situation where I cannot speak, maybe there's too much noise, maybe I can't record, then I'm going to write. Okay. Because what I've found is that you can actually transcribe these videos, this audio, and turn it into written text. So it's like killing a bird with one stone, killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So thank you for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one.